Hi, it's Jane Blundell. I'm going to share something that is a little bit more unusual. This is a book that I would normally only take to workshops and so on, and it goes through and documents all of the Daniel Smith colours that have ever been created, except perhaps one or two. So I've tested them in mixes or written about what's in them or updated what they have been changed to, if the formula has changed, a little bit of background on them and so on. So it's just a walk through one of my studio books that doesn't often leave the house. I love that. Transparent red oxide, it's amazing. And it's arranged in a sort of a logical order. I have tended to put bright reds together, crimsons together, and so on. And then the colours that I use a lot, I've painted with a whole lot of different other mixes. Sometimes I explore the opposites, see what greys can be made. And then sometimes I'll find a picture of the actual mineral. This is actually the second book that I did, because the previous one just ran out of space. So this started back in the 90s. And I started using Daniel Smith in 95, a couple of years after they were first out. Some of these explorations, just seeing what happens. This is in the original version of the Moleskin watercolour sketchbook, which was just beautiful paper. And it was lovely watercolour paper in a 200 GSM size. So it painted out nicely. Interestingly, it's changed a little bit. If I actually try and paint on it now, it just behaves slightly differently. So perhaps it isn't quite as acid-free as I had thought. So here I've got the original undersea green and then the new formulation. And the same with sap green. They're very similar. I love these two as the warm and the cool version of a lovely deep. But notice how the American style raw umber and the European and English style raw umber are completely different. And I prefer the dark, cool brown. This is a beautiful granulation. The environmentally friendly brown iron oxide. This is another one I love, Hematite Genuine. It's fantastic granulation in Lunar Black. And the Zeiswert Genuine is also Gorgeous. This is the rare green earth. I use those sometimes in pebble and stone studies. Lunar red rock is very like Indian red, but slightly less opaque. Carmine's a colour I really explored as a primary red pink. It's very versatile. It gives the richness of a crimson and also the mixability of a rose. But in the end, I separated them and I use both crimson and rose. And that's the end.